West Coast, they lead that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take your tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore. Every damn
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Our game here, the second of 3 on this fine Christmas day. Coming up later tonight, The Bucks and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26th from Indianapolis. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Bring it. Cooper Kupp halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
DeMarcus Lawrence, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin the drive with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in by Ingram. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. They'll try the right side with Jones. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost him a ball game?
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that would complete downfield to Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And his throw is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about it.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to attack.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Stafford. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it'll be second and goal.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Play action. Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Van Jefferson.
From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Wilson finds his tight end Ingram. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
From the 45 on second down, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
To the air again, Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be in. Complete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown, LA! 4th Touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Down right around the 25. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Stafford on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
That one goes for 30 yards.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Flushed out right. Man open is Robinson.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson. Williams brings it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
McManus's point after is good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Rams have got it back. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
To throw is Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On to stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here.